Hello and welcome to Daybreak English. Today I'm going to look at different types of humour. Hi, I'm Dawn. How are you doing? Today I thought it would be good to look at different types of humour. This is not a definitive list of every type of humour that exists. There are too many to talk about in one video. So I'm just going to look at some of the most common types of humour that you might come across, particularly when you're watching TV shows and films or reading books in English. The first one, satire, is a show or piece of writing which uses humour to criticise someone or something and make them seem ridiculous. The usual targets of satire are things like social values, religion, and politics. For example, the British TV show Have I Got News for You? It talks about the week's news events and makes fun of them. Satire is usually a bit edgy. It has a serious point to make underneath the humour. A lot of newspaper columns will feature satire. Following on from satire, and in the same general category, are parodies and spoofs. Parody and spoof both use imitation to show humour. A parody is a copy of a particular artist's work, like a song, book, movie, or TV show, anything artistic. The American comedian Weird Al Yankovic has done a lot of song parodies over the years. Things like Michael Jackson's Beat It becomes Eat It. YouTube is full of parodies. My children were complaining the other day about someone who did a parody video of one of their favourite YouTubers. They were not amused. The American TV show Saturday Night Live features short parody sketches. There's also a British TV series called The Windsors, which combines parody and satire to mock the British royal family. But what about a spoof? What is it? A lot of people use the terms spoof and parody interchangeably, which is fine, but there is a difference. If you're a bit of a nerd like me, then you'll want to know the difference. And even if you don't, I'll tell you anyway. A spoof is not as specific as a parody. A spoof is a lot broader and mocks an entire genre, such as romance or horror. For example, the movie Shaun of the Dead is a spoof mocking the horror genre. Or a spoof might mock a group of people, for example, the British comedy series Yes Minister and the spin-off series Yes Prime Minister. They mock politicians in general, not specific politicians, and the whole British political system as well. Dry humour is an absurd or ridiculous statement delivered in a very matter-of-fact way, usually showing no emotion. The humour comes from the difference between what the person says and how they say it. This type of delivery is referred to as deadpan. It is sometimes easy to miss this type of humour, as there is no change in the person's manner, so you might think that they're being serious if you aren't familiar with this type of humour. Then, a few seconds later, the penny drops. You think, what have they just said? Oh, yeah, and realise it's a joke. This is one of my favourite types of humour. I just love a comedian who is totally deadpan. British humour is often very dry, so you'll find many examples amongst their comedians. Rowan Atkinson, playing the character Edmund Blackadder in the series Blackadder, is an exceptional example of dry humour. Oh, he is awesome. I just love that show. Another deadpan comedian that I really love is Richard Ayoade from the sitcom The IT Crowd. Something that is very common in British humour is the use of wordplay. When we take words and do witty, funny things with them. Wordplay is the use of puns, double meanings, that kind of thing. Puns use the fact that some words have a few different meanings, or the fact that some words are very similar in spelling, but their meanings are completely different. I just burned 2,000 calories. That's the last time I leave brownies in the oven while I nap. I like that one. I'll explain in case you didn't get it. When we exercise, we say that we burn calories. So people would assume that I've burned the 2,000 calories by doing exercise. The twist in the joke is that the 2,000 calories was a whole batch of brownies that were baking in the oven and were burned when I took a nap. So I have burned 2,000 calories without having to do any exercise. Here's another one. Thanks for explaining the word many to me. It means a lot. English teacher humour there. So the literal meaning of many is, as you will know, a lot. But also, when someone does something important for someone else and they really appreciate it, they might say, "Oh, it means a lot to me." So the joke deals with the literal meaning and the feeling of appreciation. Irony and sarcasm. Although irony and sarcasm are not in themselves types of humour, they are often used humorously, so I'll talk about them as well. Irony is when something is the opposite of what exists, or the opposite of what you would expect to happen. A situation could be ironic. For example, a sushi chef who hates eating sushi. Or the irony might be verbal. For example, in the middle of a hurricane with fierce wind and rain, someone comments, "Lovely weather we're having." Sarcasm, on the other hand, is when a person uses irony to put someone else down. You could say that sarcasm is irony with a bite. Okay, so that's all we have time for today. What about you? What's your favourite type of comedy or humour? Who is your favourite comedian? Write your answer in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Wherever you are, have a good one. See you next time. Bye. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like. Remember to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Let me know in the comments what kinds of videos you'd like to see in the future. See you again soon. Bye.